So, how do you feel about your season so far?
Bit up and down so far, I think. Looking back on last season, personally, it was a really good one for me. Probably my best. Start of the season not so well, but I think it's one of those things. Got a lot of new faces coming about. Not that it should make a difference to myself, but it is difficult to try and get to know your teammates. But I think things are slowly starting to come together. I think the game Tuesday night, you can kind of see that everyone's kind of learning each other's strengths and weaknesses, and I think once that clicks, we'll be a tough team to stop.
Is it about understanding the runs your teammates make? Has it been for you? Have you had to sort of play a slightly different role? Is there anything that's sort of notably changed that you're having to adapt to?
I think just personnel, really. I think the style of play is quite similar. We want to play out from the back. We want to be a possession-based team. It's just that understanding, like you said, maybe it is that last season I might expect someone to make a run that this season they don't make that run, but they're better at doing something else. And I think it's just figuring out what each other's strengths are, but that will come.
And I think Scott talked quite a lot about teams often putting a player on you as well. So does that happen? And he was saying he quite likes that because he thinks you can get the ball away from that and create some space.
Yeah, it does happen, especially early on in games. If you get a bit of joy, and I'm getting a lot of the ball, you can often hear the manager shout on, make sure you stay around him. But I think that then opens up spaces for other people to get on it, or because of the way we want to play, we can almost invite a bit of pressure onto me, play away from me, and then we're out. But I think it's realising when we can do that, and sometimes when it's got to go a bit longer.
And are you feeling sort of settled in your game? Are you still a bit frustrated with how your performances have gone?
I'm settled here. I'm happy to be here. The lads that have come in have been brilliant. I think it's just personally myself trying to get back to those levels that I was at last season. But I don't doubt myself. I think I can get back to that.
What do you think collectively will help you turn the draws you're getting into wins?
I think we've just got to be consistent with it. There was times Tuesday night, although we had some good play, we were kind of turning down opportunities to play and changing the game plan. I think the way the manager wants us to play, we have to stick to that. And I think if we can get that consistency going, then the goals will start coming, and it'll just, like I said, consistency is key.
Are you still having a bit of a challenge finding the exact identity the manager wants at the moment as a team?
I don't think so, no. We work on it pretty much every day in training, both on the ball and off the ball. We want to press high, we want to try and win the ball back as much as we can high up. And when we are playing out, we want to make as many passes as we can. We want to be that team that's people come to the county ground and people play us away and they think, I don't fancy this tonight because they're not going to get a touch of the ball. But like I said, I think if we keep working on it, keep putting it into games, it will click. And
one of the things Scott said, I think he talked a little bit on Tuesday about so being a little bit of anxiousness among you just because that first win's not arrived. Is that fair? Are you all slightly on edge no matter how you feel you've been playing as a team?
I think that'd be the case with any team. You start a new season, everyone's excited. You want to get that first win, and if it doesn't come, then you're kind of thinking, well, what is it that we can do? But I don't think we've not got a win because we played particularly bad. The Harrogate game, it wasn't great, but since then I think the performances have started to get better and better. Like I said, as soon as we get that consistency going, then the goals will come.
And is there, I know the table's 4 games in, is there a bit of extra pressure or a different dynamic because you're facing the team who are bottom and there is that level of expectation on you to perform and go and win, I guess?
I think there's expectation on us every week. We know we're a good side, whether we're playing top or bottom. I think the expectation's the same. We want to go and win games of football. I think it's too early in the season to be looking at sort of who's where in the table because, like I say, 4 games gone, anyone can beat anyone at this stage of the season. I've said it 100 times before. The consistency. As soon as you get that, that's when teams start coming, and then we might get a chance to play a bit more football because they're sitting off because they know what we can do. So it's still early days, but I'm confident in what we're doing.
And last one, you sort of touched on being happy here. The internet periodically sort of rumbles that other clubs might be looking at you and so on. But just just sort of explain how you feel about being here and having the contract you've got.
No, at the end of the day, I signed the contract to be here for 2 years when I first arrived. So I'm more than happy to be here. I love working with the manager. The staff that have come in have all been brilliant, as well as the lads. So I'm just looking at myself now, trying to get back to levels I was last season, and hopefully it happens soon.
Fingers crossed. Good luck. Thank you.